Dallas, home of the fourth biggest population in the United States. I'm Ed Cohen with the man of the people. He is Jay Williams.
All right, Ed, I see you. New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston right there. I'll tell you what else is big. Rocket Nation, and they're ready to rumble.
Taking over the globe and maybe taking over this game tonight. Harden. That's the start they were looking for. Just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Kicks it around the perimeter. Harden. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Harden, 9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in this guy's pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Harden on fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
A big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. To George. Oh, he had it. To Harden.
Get back, get back, get back.
Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. George had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden to Rivers. Lets it fly from long range, and Green able to clear the rebound. Williams into the front court. The score 12-8. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down. Now it's Harden controlling the offense. Takes stock of the floor. Harden. Oh, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Harden knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Williams. Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Harden. Count the triple. Clippers have the basketball. Paul George, he's now 4 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Harden into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Fires the three. They dared him, and he burns them.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Harden. Message received. Well defended. A shot at the buzzer. So the Rockets with the lead after one at Toyota Center. Jay and I return to Houston after this. It's the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And now Houston has the basketball. Harden. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Harden with it up top. Leads 4. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Ah, the monster stuff.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Harden. Finish that. To Williams. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's LA Clippers ball. Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
For Houston, number 0, Russell Westbrook. Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 13, Paul George.
Westbrook. And the Clippers with the rebound. To Paul George. Slams it down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Take place in the designated areas located outside of the arena. Thank you for your cooperation.
Westbrook cleans it up, and a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Leonard. For three. And Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Westbrook. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly. And number 22, Maurice Harkless.
Gerald Green. To Fareed. And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Westbrook. From long range. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard against Gordon. Oh, a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Rockets now hold the penalty.
Leonard. He was all over him. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Goes to the left side. For three, it's George with the rebound. Leonard
Remaining in the second quarter.
working the outside to Leonard. Beverly. P.J. Tucker rejects it.
To number 17, P.J. Tucker. That's his first personal foul.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. To Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Harden. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third.
Here we go, here we go. Everybody pick up, D up, D up.
And throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep.
Harden. And count the basket.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Oh, emphatic slam. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Tucker to Westbrook. The Clippers have got it. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Ah, rocking the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gordon with it. Our score all even in this third quarter. George. Harden's on him. To Leonard. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest. And the basket good at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Westbrook. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
That's me. Young Island now.
Harden. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
I got ball. It's all me.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Westbrook knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
as a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Westbrook. And it's Zubats with the rebound. To George. Gets it in the left corner. Beverly. He gets it.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
Leonard. He throws it down. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Here's a chance from long range. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
George. And the rebound corralled by Westbrook. Fires the three. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Clippers have the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Missed the second as well. Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Great look and vision. Goes reverse to lay it in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Leonard.
Number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Beverly to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Patrick Beverly tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Westbrook to Capella. Clint Capella. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Rockets have the ball. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
George to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook. That is great vision to set it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Leonard to Paul George. Deep left corner, Paul George to Leonard. Fires the 3, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Russ at the controls. To Harden. Probing the defense. James Harden fires for two. Deep two there, won't go. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Harden. 4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kenneth Faried pins it. Ah, that's a 24-second violation.
Let's go. Pick him up.
Westbrook to Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Houston takes over. Surveys the floor. Count the bucket for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Leonard for two. And he drains it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Got some for him. Match up.
Can't get past the defender. Oh, Russell Westbrook. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
George, it's Westbrook with the board. Harden with the basketball. The deficit is 6. And he hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
And he's going to the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Save 10% on all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
stepping in for the Rockets. Number 13, James Harden.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Eric Gordon trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.